When I was just a little boy, my Lolo played a song. Her voice so warm it filled the room and made me feel I belong. I didn't know the language then, but somehow understood that music speaks a different tongue.
Good evening. Good evening, judges. Good evening, everyone watching around the world. My name is Franz Josef Vincoy. I am from the Philippines. And tonight, I want to tell you something that most people find hard to believe. I am just a simple Filipino boy. I did not grow up in a big city. I did not study in a famous music school. I did not have expensive lessons or a professional coach. What I had was a grandfather and an old cassette player, and a voice that nobody expected. My Lolo loved one singer more than any other in the world, Julio Iglesias. Every evening after dinner, he would play those cassette tapes, and the whole house would fill with that voice, smooth, warm, like someone was pouring honey into the air. I would sit beside my Lolo and just listen, and one day, when I was very young, I started singing along, and my Lolo stopped everything. He looked at me and he said, "Franz, where did that come from?" I didn't know what to say because I didn't know. It just came out like it was always there. Waiting. My Lolo would call the neighbors over just to hear me sing. He would say, "Listen to my grandson, just listen." And people would stop and stare and sometimes cry, not because they felt sorry for me, but because they heard something in my voice that reminded them of something they loved, something from another time, something beautiful. I didn't fully understand it then, but now I do. Music doesn't belong to one person. It doesn't belong to one country, or one language, or one generation. When Julio Iglesias sang, he sang for everyone. And somehow his music found its way into a small home in the Philippines, into an old cassette player, and into the voice of a boy who had no idea that one day he would stand on a stage like this. I joined the Clones on Eat Bulaga not long ago, and standing in front of that audience for the first time, I felt exactly what I feel right now, nervous, grateful, and completely sure that I was exactly where I was supposed to be, because music led me here. My Lolo led me here. And you, the people who watched, who commented, who shared, you led me here too, tonight. I am not here to sound like Julio Iglesias. I am here to do what Julio Iglesias always did, to make someone in this room feel something real, something that stays, long after the song ends, before I sing. I want to ask you something. Is there a song that reminds you of someone you love? A song that takes you back to a moment, to a person, to a feeling you never want to forget? Leave that song in the comments below. Because music is not just sound. It is memory. It is love. It is the bridge between who we were and who we are. This performance is for my Lolo, who played those cassette tapes every evening, who believed in a boy, before the boy believed in himself, for every Filipino who carries something beautiful inside them that the world hasn't heard yet. And for Julio Iglesias, whose voice crossed oceans and found a boy in the Philippines who is still listening. Now, with everything I have, please listen.
I still hear those cassette tapes playing in the evening, my Lolo smiling. When I was just a little boy, my Lolo played a song. Her voice so warm it filled the room and made me feel I belong. I didn't know the language then, but somehow understood that music speaks a different tongue, the way that nothing else could. And every night he'd close his eyes and let the music take him far. I'd watch his face grow peaceful, like he was reaching for a star. And something in that moment woke a voice inside of me that had been quietly waiting for someone to set it free. This is the voice my Lolo gave me, sitting by his side. This is the love he always showed me every evening of my life. I sing for every memory of cassette tapes and evening lights. This is the voice my Lolo gave me, and I carry it tonight. This is the voice my Lolo gave me. He'd call the neighbors over just to hear his grandson sing. He said, listen to this boy of mine, he has a special thing. I didn't know what he meant then, I was just a child who sang. But every note I gave that room was everything he'd always dreamed. And now he's not beside me, but I feel him in the song. In every note I carry is the place where I belong. He gave me more than music, he gave me who I am. A boy from the Philippines who learned to love from an old man. This is the voice my Lolo gave me, sitting by his side. This is the love he always showed me every evening of my life. I sing for every memory of cassette tapes and evening lights. This is the voice my Lolo gave me, and I carry it tonight. This is the voice my Lolo gave me. For every Lolo everywhere who played a song at night, for every child who listened and felt something come alive, for every family gathered around an old cassette, for every song that carries someone that we haven't forgotten yet. Julio sang for all the world, and the world sang back to him. But somewhere in the Philippines, a small boy heard him sing, and that voice crossed every ocean, every language, every year, and found a home inside a boy who is standing right here. This one is for you. Can you hear me? Can you hear the voice you gave me? This is the voice my Lolo gave me, sitting by his side. This is the love he always showed me every evening of my life. I sing for every memory of cassette tapes and evening lights. I sing for every Filipino heart that carries someone tonight. For my Lolo, for the Philippines, for every song that love leaves behind. This is the voice my Lolo gave me, and I carry it forever. Oh, I still hear you. The voice you gave me is still singing for you.
I always wondered if my Lolo could hear me from wherever he is now, would he still call the neighbors over? I think he would. Lolo, I hope you heard that. To everyone watching tonight, thank you. Not just for listening, but for feeling, because that is what my Lolo always said music was for. Not to impress people, but to make them feel something real. And if this song reminded you of someone you love, someone you miss, someone whose voice you still hear in quiet moments, please share this tonight, because somewhere right now, someone is missing their Lolo, their Lola, their mama, their papa. And maybe this song is exactly what they need to hear. Maraming salamat from the Philippines to the whole world. This voice was always yours.